Hello students, let us discuss the summary of the play A Farewell to Arms. Students, as I already told you in introductory chapter that the play deals with the story during the First World War because Ernest Hemingway also took part in the First World War, which started in 1914 and ended in 1918. The present play deals the story of 1916 to 1918, and here the setting of the play is an Italian camp. Okay, because in the First World War, ये वर्ल्ड वॉर था तो पूरे के पूरे वर्ल्ड के कंट्रीज, ऑलमोस्ट सभी कंट्रीज ने इसमें पार्टिसिपेट किया था. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट chapter wise summary of the play. And the A Farewell to Arms, it is divided into 5 books. So all books are further divided into chapters. So in the first chapter, here Hemingway only deals with the setting of the play. He tells us about the setting of the play, setting कहाँ की है, and what time of war, what time of the season has been mentioned here. So if we talk about first of all physical setting, it is the late summer of the time. मतलब समर का भी लेट समर मीन्स लास्ट समर का जो लास्ट समर सीजन का जो लास्ट पीरियड है, लास्ट का टाइम है वो है. And when all the peoples are living in their houses in a village that looked across the river and the plain over the mountains के ऊपर से प्लेन से माउंटेन्स तक, तब ट्रूप्स वेंट बाय द हाउसेज मीन्स ये एक समर सीजन था जब एवरी पीपल लिव्स इन देयर own house. Then troops means group of soldiers went by their houses. They go to the war front, down the road के नीचे से, raising a lot of dust which settled upon the leaves of trees. Means बहुत ज़्यादा every countries participated in the people, and that create a lot of chaos in among nature also. The plain area था वो rich with crops, and there were many orchard of fruit trees. वहाँ पे आप कह सकते हैं कि जो सीजन था, जो समर, लास्ट समर, ये यूँ कहें कि फुल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन का सीजन था. नेचर एवरीवेयर, यू कैन से नेचर इज फुल ऑफ फ्रूट्स. बियॉन्ड द प्लेन, और प्लेन एरिया के अलावा, द माउंटेन्स वर ब्राउन एंड बेयर. देयर वर fighting in the mountains. Hemingway and his colleagues could see the flashes from the artillery at right. Artillery means जो उनका यूँ कहे कि a place where all the weapons are kept. तो वहाँ पे हेमिंगवे अपने बिल्कुल राइट कॉर्नर से हैं जो वेपन्स को देख सकते थे. जो इस वर्ल्ड वॉर में टू मच वेपन्स का, टू मच मशीनरी का यूज हुआ था, उसको वो अच्छे से देख सकते थे. नेक्स्ट, एडवेंट ऑफ ऑटम. इसके साथ साथ ही क्या है, ऑटम सीजन. उसी जो फर्स्ट चैप्टर में शुरुआत में वो बात कर रहा है, ओपनिंग सीन में लास्ट समर की, लेट समर सीजन की बात कर रहा है. और आफ्टर समर सीजन हैज क्लोज्ड देन कम टू द ऑटम सीजन. बिकॉज एट द बिगिनिंग ही टॉक्स अबाउट द यू कैन से prosperity of nature, but soon after some time autumn season starts, and in autumn season we can see that everything which was bloomed has slowly going to the decay. Sometimes in the dark they heard the sounds of the troops marching under the window and guns going past. Means everywhere there is the sounds of war. You can see the sound of troops who are going to the war front. We can hear the sounds of guns, weapons pulled by the motor tractors, means जो big machinery use हुई थी, आप उनकी sound है everywhere environment में थी. And then it came the season of autumn, with it the rains. The leaves fall from the tree. जैसे ही ऑटम सीजन स्टार्ट हुआ, जो सारी की सारी नेचर की प्रोस्पेरिटी थी वो भी धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो रही है. और दूसरी तरफ राइटर ये भी बताना चाह रहा है कि युद्ध के भी चारों तरफ क्या था, डिस्ट्रक्शन था. ओके, द ब्रांचेस बिकेम बेयर, देयर वर मिस्ट ओवर द रिवर, क्लाउड्स ऑन द माउंटेन्स, द ट्रक्स स्प्लेस्ड मड इन द रोड्स एंड द ट्रूप्स वर मडी एंड वेट. अब चारों तरफ थोड़ी there is rainy season also come, so troops became muddy and wet. Sometimes the king went on inspection visit to see how things were going. Kings means the person who is taking, who is leading in command of a particular country in a war. Next, winter season. जैसे ही स्टार्ट होता है, came the permanent rain, and with the rain there also spread the disease of cholera which killed a large number of soldiers. यहाँ पे जो soldiers who has gone to the war front, when autumn season comes, when there is too much rains, then there also spread an epidemic which killed a large number of soldiers. Here students, you can see large number of people are killed in the First World War. So if we see that in the introductory chapter there is no particular character has been mentioned in this chapter. The writer has described only the setting of the play, and here sometime everywhere somewhere he has used the word we. We stands for the common people. So here in this chapter the writer has used the descriptive technique. He has only describes the season and the you can say nature. And in this chapter we can also see that the mood of the writer is very solemn, and here he gives reference to the troops, the weapons, and he has also described the epidemic which has been separated during the First World War, which is cholera. And he has also described the changing seasons. The play started with late summer season, and then there is the beginning of autumn season, and then in the last paragraph we see that there is the starting of winter season also, and with this season the permanent rainy season also start. So in this chapter the writer has also used a number of seasons. The novel is a study in doom. Doom means इसने एक destruction की study की है. The chapter prepare the way for that study. It started with the summer season and it closes with winter season. The rain is established as a symbol of disaster, because with the rainy season there has also started the epidemic of cholera. Already 7,000 soldiers have fallen victims to the death, because there are horrible results of that war. And here the writer has described the horribility of war in a very melancholy mood. And here he has also described his personal experience. Second chapter we see that the move to the town of Gorizia. After many of the victories, the troops move forward to the Gorizia. There they have captured many mountains. There were victories beyond the plain on the plateau. The writer and other crossed the river in August, and they lived in a house in Gorizia. Then In this town they lived a very nice. The house in which the narrator and his troops lives was a very wine place, and there were two brothels. Brothels means, you can say, the mm, house of prostitutes, where prostitutes lives. With the coming of the winter, snow also began to start. Here, the writer has only described the season and their marching to next places. Here, writer has also described one of his experiences with the priest when at the time they were drinking wine with their friend. They make fun of a priest. They asked him, they signaled him to come inside, but the priest refused to come to them. Then they make fun of him, and some of the officers teach the priest at dinner time in the mess that night. उसी रात को वो उसको टीज करते हैं. The priest was often the target of ridicule of the officers, particularly the captain, because he said that priest loved the company of girls and spent much time with them. Only he says, वो उसका रिडिक्यूल करने के लिए कहते हैं. The priest merely smiled and shook his head. Then someone suggested the narrator that he should avail the opportunity to go on leave and visit Rome, Nepal, and other places. The priest suggested that Hemingway should go to Abruzzi and visit the priest family because they just want to make fun of that priest. Friends, in this chapter we see that there is almost 1 year gap between the first and second chapter, and many places have been won by the army in which the Hemingway is taking part, because he is taking parts from Italian troops, and now they are going move forward, and during this chapter their merrymaking is also described. In the second chapter we see that there are in the place where the troops were stayed, there is also the two brothel house, and the soldiers always visit these houses and these prostitute. And in the end of second chapter we also see that narrator express his intention to go on leave because due to snowfall there is no fighting for some time. So in the third chapter we see that the narrator has returned from his leaves, and the spring season had come, and the narrator shared a room with a lieutenant named Rinaldi, who is a doctor, and Rinaldi asked him how his leaves had spent. Then the narrator replied that it had a very good time, and he also told his roommate that जो रिनाल्डी है रूममेट दैट सम न्यू गर्ल्स हैड अराइव्ड एट द ब्रोथल, एंड ही ऑल्सो सेड दैट सम ब्यूटीफुल इंग्लिश गर्ल्स had come to the town and that would introduce him to Miss Berkeley, and he would introduce him. और उसने यही बताया, उसको मिस बर्कले के बारे में भी वो बताता है. He told the narrator that during his absence on leave nothing remarkable had happened except that some of men had suffered from frostbite, jaundice, ग्रोहनिया, सेल्फ इन्फ्लिक्टेड वुंड्स एंड न्यूमोनिया. मीन्स कहता है कि वहाँ पे क्योंकि जो वॉर फ्रंट पे युद्ध तो था ही नहीं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे टू मच स्नोफॉल हो रहा था. जस्ट वो उसको इतना ही बताता है उसके जाने के बाद उनको कौन कौन सी डिजीज से सफ़र करना पड़ा है. नाउ द नरेटर टेल्स रिनाल्डी that night at the mass, narrator sat next to the priest when they are merrymaking of him. The priest was disappointed as the narrator had not gone to the Abruzzi. In fact, the narrator had spent all his time in cities, going to the cafe nights for drinking and enjoying sex, because he is young and he always enjoy in such type of activity, and every time he go to brothels also. He had hardly cared for anything else. There had been little difference between one day and another, between night and day during the period of his leave. मीन्स कहता है कि उसके जब वो छुट्टियां बिताने गया तो उसने काफ़ी मैरी मेकिंग और काफ़ी priest betting. As usual, the captain indulged in priest betting. He said that the priest was not happy without girls because they are always teach priest at the name of girls, and the only reply that priest made was to deny both the charges made good humorly. जो उनको चार्ज लगाते हैं जस्ट उनको वो मजाक में टाल देता है. सो यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि जो नरेटर है वो एक बहुत ही मेरी मेकिंग पर्सन है, हेडोनिस्टिक पर्सन है, जो हमेशा अपने एन्जॉयमेंट में ही डिवेल्प रहता है. वो हमेशा अपने प्लेजर को ही ज़्यादा. स्टूडेंट्स, इन दिस चैप्टर वी सी दैट a new character is introduced which is Rinaldi. He is a surgeon and he tells the narrator that he also met with a girl, English girl, Miss Berkeley, and he says to the narrator that he should marry with this girl, and his manner of talking is someone rambling. He talks of several subjects with his roommate in a miscellaneous information manner. Come to the chapter 4. Here, the next morning, the narrator was awakened from sleep by the sound of the firing of the battery. जब बैटरी काम करना बंद कर देती है, he got dressed and went out of the house to attend his duties. Then he sees that there are 10 ambulances are lined up side by side, and the mechanics are doing their work to repair one of them. Because he जो narrator has also do the job of a ambulance driver. Everything seemed in a good condition. The narrator feels that his leave had made no difference at all. The state of affair, everything was like as before, as well as he realized that he was not indispensable to the department which had him given the charge, and during his post he has visited also to the war front, but he returned to his camp in the afternoon. Here his introduction with Catherine Beckley has been also mentioned. One day Rinaldi takes him with him to meet Catherine Beckley, and they both went to the British hospital where Miss Buckley worked. Rinaldi introduced the narrator to Miss Buckley. She was pleased to meet him. Miss Buckley told the narrator that she was engaged to a nice boy who had been killed on the Somi river on the banks of which a battle had been fought. वो कहती वो उससे अपने पर्सनल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करती है. रिनोल्डी was engaged in a conversation with Miss Ferguson. Both Miss Buckley and Miss Ferguson were nurses at the hospital. ये हमने कैरेक्टर डिस्कशन में भी कहा है कि Miss Ferguson is also a nurse and she is the friend of Miss Buckley. Miss Buckley asked the narrator whether the war would go on or stopped. The narrator said that it had to end sometime, but it couldn't go on much longer. Walking back home, Rinaldi told his roommate that while Miss Buckley was not interested in him, he seemed to like his roommate. Rinaldi himself felt more attracted by Scottish Miss Ferguson. यहाँ पे when they returning to their respective room, then his friend Mr. Rinaldi told him that Miss Buckley doesn't show any interest in him. Rinaldi कहते हैं कि मिस बर्कले है उसके अंदर कोई इंटरेस्ट शो नहीं कर रही है, but he says that he has his own interest in her friend Miss Ferguson. On the other hand, Rinaldi also felt attracted towards Miss Ferguson. Here the story moves forward, and the narrator, who is the hero of the play, is introduced to Miss Buckley. She is the heroine. Miss Buckley is a tall English girl with grey eyes and beautiful hair. Because her fiancé has been killed in the war and she is very depressed, she tells the narrator that her long friendship with her dead fiancé and how she wanted to have all her hair cut off when he died. The reference of her fiance's death is a, you can say, pathetic note in this chapter.